To Edward H. Cole, Carbo attend the Muses' pleasing flight on this benignant Saturnalian night, and let goodwill approach your hollied gates, decked with those chaplets that the lyre creates. But stay, by what ungentle thought impelled, you ask what poetry this card e'er held. To Everett McNeill, on once skilled scribe, whose magic touch distills from all the past its choicest, keenest thrills, may every age a Yuletide boon bestow, purged of each vestal of alloying woe. May Sierra de Flut with noble rage inspire, and Pere Marquette call down his heavenly fire. To Edward L. Secrest, minister of choral bowers, whose limpid lay brings tropic visions even on Christmas Day. May golden seas stretch placid for thy proa, and all for thee smile she of Hinna Moa. To James F. Morton, God rest thee, merry gentleman, may not intrude this Yuletide dismay thy thought. May woe in 7 letters closed with E lie horizontal and remote from thee, whilst thy sure fame in vast museums stored mounts vertical to join the heavenly horde. To Alice M. Hamlet, may Christmas bring such pleasing boons as Trollum scarce can show, more potent than the Elf King's runes of Earl of long ago, and sure the least of Santa's spells dwarfs all of poor Zerundarel's. To Reinhard Kleiner, for thee, Lothario, as the Yule revives the joy of Saturn's rule, 3 moons I have in mind, may Brooklyn thee her bard proclaim, the world accord thee in Elia's name, and all the fair be kind. To Sonia H. Green, once more the greens and holly grow against the figurative snow, to mark the Yuletide cheer, whilst as of old the aged quill moves in connubial fondness still, and quavers, yes, my dear, may Santa, wheresoever he find thy roving footsteps now inclined, his choicest boons impart. Old Theobald, though his purse he bear, makes haste to proffer as his share affection from thine heart. To Annie E. P. Gumwell, no false address is this with which I start, since the lines come directly from my heart. Would that the rest of me were hovering nigh that spot where my soul rose, and where 'twill die. But since geography has scattered round the empty shell which still stalks the ground, to Brooklyn's shores I'll waft a firm command, and lay a duty on the dull right hand. Hand I will broadcast as my soul's eyes look o'er roofs of Maynard, Gaudy, Green, and Cook, past Bennigan's toward Seekonk's Red Bridge Brook. To daughter Annie a Yuletide greeting scrawl, where'er her footsteps may have chanced to fall, and bid her keep my blessing clear in view in Providence, Dayton, or Peru. To Lillian D. Clark, slight is the term my lines essay, but vast the fondness they convey, and no less vast is all the throng of joys I'd like to send along. To Arthur Leeds, may Yule, a festive, crisp, and bright one, beam over the heart of Arthur Leeds, the right one, and may the other changeling red flag levee reap Bolshevik confusion hot and heavy. With to an unknown, with catnip deck the temple doors, and to what are called the gods a fat mouse offers. Tonight our annual praise outpours, and pious purrs that mock the scoffer. Let not a claw disturb the bliss, let not a back in scorn be vaulted. Lives there a cat with skeptic hiss, or meow for worship. so exalted. To Frank Belknap Long. At thee, decadent sir, this tome is hurled, appropriate to a purple incense world. O'er each strange leaf with Mediterranean zeal, the doddering donor bids thy vision steal. 'Tis Greek to him, the simple country squire, but youth is youth, and age respects its fire. To an unknown. Alas, what words can show with fitting grace regard and blessing that the pen outtrace? Would that a monarch's pomp or a conqueror's gold were mine to prove what else stands feebly told. To Mr. and Mrs. C. M. Eddy, Jr., behold a pleasure and a guide to light the lettered path you're treading, achievements with your own allied, but each the beams of polish shedding. Here masters rove with easy pace, open to all who care to spy them, and if you copy well their grace, I vow you'll catch up and go by them. To an author of juvenile fiction, Everett McNeil, behold a double blessing sweet and mild, this night of homage to the storied child. Thee, as thyself, the angels once commend, then crowned thee freshly as the children's friend. To C.W. Smith and Harold Bateman Monroe. Once more the festive day comes round, and all the air is filled with greeting, a welcome captivating sound, though telling us time is fleeting. Well, let it fly on noiseless wings, while its harmless joys make each day golden, and hail alpine night that brings the breath of Yule and memories olden. To an unknown. Health to the tramp, whose sturdy feet along the varied highroads tremble. May you wish with favoring fortune meet, nor feel the stings of wayside bramble. May plenty wait at every door, exempt from bloodhounds' barbarous teasing, and may the junction 24 lead you to haystacks soft and pleasing. To Edith Editor, the shepherd's sign once more illumes the air, and lights old Tremont's snowdrifts, if they're there. The wait's sweet carols fill the maple wood, and care is mauled into a festive mood. Holly and mistletoe flaunt gaudy banners, while Santa stocks all stockings with bananas. To Lillian D. Clark. Enclosed you'll find, if nothing fly astray, cheer and profusion for your Christmas day, yet will that cheer redound no less to me, for when these greetings go, my heart shall be to Annie E.P. Gamwell, as when a pigeon, loosed in reams remote, takes instant wing and seeks his native coat. So speak my blessings from a barbarous clime to thee and Provence at Christmas time, to Sonia H. Green. In Yuletide mood my pencil fain would trace, and cheer I soon shall utter face to face, and each crude line to warm may well aspire, lit by affection's bright, enduring fire. To Frank Belknap Long. Precautious sir, who drawest with wizardry charm from the sky and horror from the sea, whose airy soul explores with lyric art all space and time where beauty hath a part, from fields of fame one moment deign to gaze on lower realms whence rise inferior lays, mark antient Theobald, prosy, stiff and drear, yet warm as any in his Christmas cheer. To Maurice W. Moe. Hail, learned Mocrats, whose pious gaze reads Christmas in those genial holidays. Accept my pagan blessings, though they be a Saturnalian festival for me. To Felix Frank Belknap Long's cat. Haughty Sphinx, whose amber eyes hold the secrets of the skies, as thou ripplest in thy grace round the chairs and chimney place, scorn on thy patrician face, hiss not harsh, nor use thy claws on thy hand that gives applause. Goodwill only doth abide in these lines at Christmas time. To Frank Belknap Long. A plain old soul, not sharp nor analytical, seeks here in all sincerity to please a modern child, sophisticated and critical, who finds our world a wearisome disease. Take then this volume lofty and fastidious, where delusion shakes its scornful heed, ne'er will the donor frown with glance invidious, though deep thou study what thou hast not read. To Alfred Galpin. A welcome home, son, ye may find, the antient hearth a little pleasing, and old-time folks a bit more kind than city sirens with their teasing, may flowing flocks without a sham delight an eye with lakesides sated, and may your ears prefer the dam to rumblings of the elevated, may a fond parent smile appeal a shade above collegiate smirking, a birthplace leisure easier feel than 5650 and hard-working, include a look at AHS, where shades Mocratic lurk to cheer ye, but shun that sneaking pythoness, that little flint-heart wretch O'Leary.